here with Tom, and your team is?
Front Porch Racing and Demand Motorsport.
So you're running the Daytona car, correct?
That's correct. That's a Dorn Daytona prototype. Used to run in Rolex for Synergy Racing.
So tell me about the Super Unlimited class. Anything goes, right?
Yeah, pretty much anything goes. Last year we had radical open-top prototypes in here, and we have all sorts of different derivatives and NASCAR cars, old Trans Am cars. You're starting to see some of the guys that race prototypes are going to show up closed-top prototypes, and you know, there's everything from cars that don't pass their dyno test and then they get bumped up to Super Unlimited, all the way up to the cars that are making a lot of horsepower, like those NASCAR guys. They're running real NASCAR motors. Some of them just blown the NASCAR motors, so they got a lot of horsepower going.
How much are you running?
We're running about 710 at the rear wheels in our car.
And what's it weigh, 2,000 pounds or so?
It weighs about 2,450 with the driver, about that. So it's actually fairly heavy. That's a Dorn. That's a heavy car, not like a Riley or any of the modern, you know, current Grand Am prototypes.
So where'd you get the car from?
Well, this is a car the team bought from Synergy Racing in Virginia at VIR, and this car was raced for 2 years in Grand Am Rolex with a Porsche flat 6 motor in it, and a lot of drivers were in this car, including David Murray, I think, did the last 2 stints. And then the car, you know, became outdated. The Dorn became a little less competitive, and so we wanted to move up and do something interesting and prepare to go back to pro racing, because I had raced Rolex and ALMS back in the early 2000s for a few years, and I didn't want to go back in GT. I wanted to see what prototypes are like, and this is one of the best ways for the team to understand what prototypes are like and run it here. And this is a great organization. I enjoy racing here more than anybody else, especially my home region, NASA Northeast, because Joe Casella and the rest of the guys and all of us who race together, we're pretty friendly.
This is not the original motor that was in it?
No, this is a twin turbo flat 6 Porsche motor. So the actual car itself is a lot of people, including Kevin Dorn, who worked on the original Porsche 962 program here in the States, view this as a spiritual successor to the 962. And I think it probably is a little bit more nimble than a 962, and obviously with modern computer programming and electronics, you can get a lot more out of the car and drive it a lot easier.
How much of a difference is it when you, I mean, on some of the faster stuff? Is it really? Because you always hear, you know, you can.
Oh, it's remarkable.
You can drive these cars upside down. And all that kind of
you
stuff.
can when you're going fast out on the back straight. This car sticks like glue. You just keep your foot flat, go all the way up to 6th gear until you brake. And it doesn't matter about the corner out there. It's just doesn't matter. It's like a big straight line. So it's very different than comparing like driving that black car full chat through there.
How much more pressure is it putting on you? It's putting a lot more strain.
Oh, there's a lot more G's. Yeah, the first half hour stint I did in the car, I got out, I had a stiff neck, my side hurt, and then we remolded the seat. I got a seat that's molded especially for me, which is awfully tight. And as a result, it helps a lot. It takes a lot of load off. The only thing you get is still neck load, because the way these prototypes are, there's no place to stick your head. So you have to mold the seat around your helmet, so it's awkward to get in, but it holds your head a little bit.
So your head was an afterthought in terms of the car?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Great.
Cool.
Thanks a lot, Chris. Good to meet you.